Hey, what's happening? It's been a while since I did a update. I think like a month since I actually did get on top of everything I've been trying to work on. I wanted to do a little update, what's been happening. Doesn't really matter for the all of 5 people who watch my shit, if they watch my shit. So, you know, I might as well get in the practice of it regardless whether, I have anybody following me now and have practice when I eventually have the traffic on my channel, which would be excellent. And that's what I'm really mostly looking forward to. Um, so I figure, go ahead, whatever. Um, my last update, I think I mentioned, oh, I'm finally back, whatever, I'm on top of shit. So at that time, I had like 200 or 300 videos. Like it was all post commentary, it was all done, it was ready to go online. So I've pretty much pushed out everything out of all of that. In that time period, I've gotten from 1,000 videos, and I've jumped to about 1,400 now. I just hit like 1,400 either. I think it was earlier this morning, like 3 or 4 a.m. I hit 1,400. Um, so I'm pretty much all caught up. Everything that's going up now, I got like half of a walkthrough done that's just up now. And, I'm giving a little bit of a break to do this and that and whatever. So, I'm working on other projects. I finished many different projects in the time, all my post commentary stuff. And I've got pushed out a lot of live commentary now. I'm getting that down pat. I'm getting a little better, getting a little more comfortable doing that. Um, it's not as smooth as I would prefer right now, but it's I got to start somewhere, right? So it's coming along. It could be better. It could be a lot worse. I know one thing I would like to get my mic figured out. I have two nice studio mics, and only thing I'm not using them because yet I just got to figure out how to hook them up to a computer. Only device I saw was like $200, and that's not something I can really throw down for here at the moment. So I'm kind of looking into it. Just shit's tight right now. Like I was gonna get a PS3, but I got hit from bills and fines and shit left and right. So I'm just I'm gonna work with what I have to work with pretty much right now. Unless something happens, been doing interviews that hasn't panned out, of course. Wasn't gonna get my hopes up on it anyway, so I didn't really get my hopes down on me either. So when I'm not looking for another job that sucks, I'm working on my YouTube stuff that I enjoy, even though I suck at playing games. So, I finished several different walkthroughs. All my stuff prior to like right now was all post commentary, like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I hadn't played that since '05. I figure, fuck it. It looks like a lot of people are, have it out there, and it's safe to play without any issues. So, go ahead, turn off the background music, play the damn game, enjoy the damn game, and finish it after I haven't played it since December 24th, 2005. So, finished it. I was glad to get that done with, and on to other projects. Another game I had incomplete from that era, '04, '05-ish, was Resident Evil Code Veronica X for PlayStation 2 as well. I was like near the end, like what, maybe 2 hours I had to play more, and I was done with it. So I went ahead and did that, put it on my channel, and that was cool. So that's done. All these games that I'm finishing too, they're available, trade, for sale, whatever. Um, and let me see. I think there's like two other games. One of the first games I finished was that Samurai Champloo, and Pursuit Force is done. I think there's like one or two somewhere in there I'm forgetting, but it's all good. And currently, right now, I am in the middle of the third birthday for the PlayStation Portable, as well as Onimusha 2. Actually, I'm done with both of those. Like I did the first run through of the third birthday, easy mode is shit. And, I'm on the next difficulty. Usually I don't play games multiple times, but I want to play it again. So, doing that, Onimusha 2, the first run is done on that, and then I'm just going to play with it. I'm not sure if I'm going to do extra difficulties or if I'm just going to do the extra shit. or whatever. So that's I think that run could have been went a lot more smooth. But, you know, I want to play it. I want to get it done with. I want to get it over with. I hadn't played it since, you know, 405, 06 or whatever. So that's done. On to other projects. Like I mentioned, the PlayStation Portable. I finished Dungeon Siege, Throne of Agony. Nobody cares about that either. Glad that's over with, though. I wasn't going to hop on another PlayStation Portable game right away. But I was having, like, buggy issues with Dungeon Siege where it was crash or it would load or it actually fucking turn off the PlayStation Portable. I wasn't sure if it was the PlayStation Portable 3000. I wasn't sure if it was the game itself. The game was pristine. It was no scratches. It's great. Or if it was just an incompatibility between the game and the PlayStation Portable 3000 because, you know, if it came out when it was, if the game was released during the PlayStation 1000 or 2000 and it wasn't quite updated to run on the hardware of the 3000, well, you know, incompatibilities may arise and they don't patch it. So, whatever. That's done. Hopped on third birthday. I haven't had any issues at all. So I've been glad about that. Nothing's wrong with my PlayStation Portable. It's working great. On to other projects. And then I have been working on Final Fantasy Tactics Advance since December 2011. I really want to get on top of just finishing that. Yeah, no, nobody cares about that one either. But you know, I'm working my way towards, you know, I have such a backlog of old retro games, and well, I don't know, is that really retro? Old schooler games, you know, previous gens. Working on those, getting those taken care of, getting those done, and you know, on to the next. So I'm working with what I have to work with, stuff I've had and stashed and storage for years, and finally getting around to playing. So that's getting taken care of, and you know, more live commentary is coming. There's still going to be post-commentary stuff like Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. When it plays back, it doesn't always lock to a specific playback speed, especially while recording. Sometimes it'll fluctuate and like drop down to like 50% play speed. Sometimes it'll bounce up. So by the time I'm like trying to do a live recording, it's far out of sync after a couple minutes. And no, I'm either... Yeah, it's usually where I'm farther ahead. I'm sitting there talking about whatever, running down dialogue, and it's nowhere near where I am. So, watching for that. So that's probably just going to be all post-commentary stuff. I want to go ahead and get that on with, and I've been working on that quite a bit. So, you know, I want to say a couple days after this goes up, I'm probably throwing that stuff up too. So that's cool. I think I'm all caught up on all the nonsense I wanted to speak about. As well as, like, stuff I was trying to do as giveaways. That's still available. Nobody cares about it. But you want free shit, try to figure out whatever. I don't know. So, I'd like to do more giveaways, more relevant shit. More shit people actually give a fuck about. Only thing I'm really waiting for is more traffic to my channel, really. Because I really like to just, you know, give back to people. I even, like, you know, over the years in real life, I'll just like give shit away for free to people when I feel, you know, here, you can have this. Here you go, pal. So I'd like to give back at some point. More traffic, more opportunity, you know, a lot more stuff to come as far as that all goes. I'm pretty sure I'm all caught up on everything I want to talk about. Nonsense, whatever. As far as that goes, you know, more stuff coming on my channel soon enough. Now, this isn't the most best optimistic type of news I like to speak about. Not that many people have even checked out all my stuff anyway. But, you know, living here where I've been at, I got to deal with what I got to deal with. And there's been strays that, you know, will feed and stuff in the area. So, you know what, fuck it. If they, you know, they're cute. Everybody likes cats. If you don't, you must be a soulless motherfucker. Kind of. I don't know. So, you know, I figure, you know, the opportunity there. Sometimes I can get some okay videos out of it, just recording them being kitties or whatever, and it's cute. And the most predominant cat out of all of them so far was the gray kitten. It was like, I want to say it was like 3 or 4 months old now. I never gave her a name. What you don't do if you don't want to get attached, you don't give cats names. So I've never given any of these cats names. Nothing that sticks. Like I give them like a random name, out of my ass every once in a while, or just a random complimentary word. But I never really gave him a solid name because I don't want to get attached. This particular kitten, I was mostly, like, part of it is putting the videos on there, seeing if I can get anybody interested in taking the cat. So the gray kitten, she was a sweetheart. She's probably been, I think she was, like, one of the most frequent cats out of those here that I've put up on my channel. I woke up this morning to find out she was dead. It's kind of like something I wasn't surprised about. At the same time, it was bound to happen sooner or later, whether it was one thing or another. So, I don't know the exact details. When I last saw her, I was petting her outside, cuddling with her, whatever, giving her little snacks. And some nonsense was going on about the neighbors. They were arguing, and she wanted to go investigate. And she was gone. So I was like, what, it's dark. I'm in for the night. So I came back in. And, I looked out every once in a while. I was going to go out and pet her or something maybe, even though it was dark out. But I didn't see her outside of the steps. But I don't know. Apparently they left. I don't know when it happened during that. Because there was one person where the car was in that spot. I don't know if they ran the kitten over. Or another time in the middle of the night where they went to the hospital for nonsense and ran her over. I almost ran her over a couple times too. So, it was almost like unsurprising. Like, I was dreading running her over myself. Like, because, like, sometimes I would start to pull out, I'd see her run behind my car somewhere, but then I wouldn't see her aside from that. So, I'd stop my car, throw it into park, and get out and see where she is located in reference to my vehicle, and sometimes just pick her up and put her in my car so she doesn't run around like a stupid kitty. And like in the videos, I said she was just too friendly to a fault. But she was. That's why I was putting the videos online, trying to find her a home anyway. But nobody wanted her. She would have been very easy to domesticate. Like, if she wanted a home, it was obvious. She wanted, somebody to take care of her. But, nobody cared about her, even though she was a sweetheart. I thought I kind of found some promising people, but obviously they were flakes, unfortunately. But somebody who knows how to, at least, not mistreat the cats. That's always a bonus. So, anyway, I was thinking of, maybe I should have done a farewell video, but it's good because I was trying to hold back on becoming a blubbering idiot anyway. Because I pretty much, was informed of this. She was wrapped in a towel in the backyard and was expecting me to bury her, but I wasn't gonna bury her. It's kind of a the yard here is pretty much like an animal pet kitty graveyard anyway, so I wasn't gonna do any of that. So I pretty much just took her in the towel. We live here footsteps away from a river, so just let her go and drift away in the river. And it's really sad because she was the friendliest kitten out of all of them, and she'd always keep me company and stuff. So, but looking back, maybe I should have recorded it because it was actually when I was looking back on how things appeared. It would have been pretty sweet for a video. Usually, because I'm a sick fuck over the years, because I've raised like over 30 cats at this point, over 15 years or so. And as being the sick fuck I am, I'll take pictures of them. Because maybe if that's the only picture I have of them, I can, because I really don't remember most of them. Unfortunately, it's kind of sad. I know. So, that's that. I still have some footage of her. So that'll continue going up. I'm not sure if what I will able to opportunity to record will slow down, because all the other cats are not really, they could care less. They don't, you know, care for attention. It's great if they get attention, but they don't care for it. Some are so feral they don't want anything to do with me. So we'll see. I got a couple extra videos, maybe 5 or 6. So I'll put those up on the usual Catterday videos. And I still have a few more of her. But as far as that goes, that. So I think that's pretty much everything I'm going to cover. And since I don't want to leave it on too depressive a note now, because I'm a retarded sick fuck or whatever, she did taste very well. I put her up with some noodles and some teriyaki, and oh, that kitten went down really tasty. Yum yum yum. Yeah, figure. So I think that's it. All this stuff, whatever video games I'm finishing, they're always available for trade and sell. Check my game trading zone link in my description. And I think we're good. Like, subscribe, and check out all my crappy shit.